Like they say, the right crowd with no crowding.
No fear of a platinum card anywhere in the grandstands. We're in the 6-cylinder, 2-wheel drive class, and Roger Williams brings out All Rat, followed immediately by Darrell Massey and Native. These two guys love to race against one another.
And the third buggy in this heat will be the bridegroom himself, Jim Bidoff in Oh Boy. You know, this is an ideal spot for a bridal shower. I don't know about the ceremony.
Well, yeah, a very, very important weekend. We really shouldn't make fun of the wondrous marital event that took place here. And Steve talked with the bridegroom earlier, just before the competition.
Well, here is the wedding coach, so to speak. And Jim, on behalf of all of us at American Sports Cavalcade, congratulations on the magic moment yesterday.
Oh, well, we enjoyed it, my guys, and we were glad to see so many people out there.
Boy, they were having fun, too. Yeah, let me ask you, there's a lot of churches in this part of South Florida. How did you happen to pick the Swamp Buggy grounds?
Well, we've been coming here for so many years and all that. Kate just figured, my guys, let's just get married at the Swamp Buggy race there and make a big deal out.
It was the bride's idea?
Well, between the both of us, I think she had more to it, I guess.
Like, this is a heck of a way to spend a honeymoon. Good luck to you.
Oh, it's a wonderful way to spend a honeymoon, I tell you. We're enjoying it.
Oh, yeah, we're enjoying watching every minute of it.
Well, Jim races alone today, though. Kate is out preparing the new marital home.
Yeah, also, that's just a single-seater in this 6-cylinder class, so she couldn't ride along with him even if she wanted to. But I reckon that Jim got kind of a slow start there, Steve.
Well, he's had an awful lot on his mind here this weekend, Brock. As for the first time, they head towards the deepest part of the mile of mud. It's called the Sippy Hole, named after a guy named Morris from Mississippi who never once did get across it. Finally, it looks like the bridegroom is going to.
How deep is that hole, Paul? As I recall, you tested its waters a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well, thanks to you guys flinging me in at the end of the event, which was a new tradition I would prefer not to have been part of. It is exactly 5 feet deep, and it's real murky down at the bottom.
Well, as we can see, Jim Bidoff continues to fall back a little bit there as Darrell Massey in Native moves into the second spot as they head down toward that finishing straightaway on the first lap here.
Roger Williams in All Rat is well out in front. Boy, he's got no problems at all. The real fight here is between these two guys, Native and Oh Boy, and our bridegroom is Oh Boying it right from last position. But now he begins to move on a bit.
I'll tell you what, Paige, he's shifted her up into 5th gear, beginning to fly, I might say, just like an airplane, right through the Sippy Hole.
No, you're not going to start that again. First of all, if they were pilots, they'd get cited for running so low close to a crowd. Besides, they are attached to the ground with those great big tractor wheels.
You know why Morris Sippy never once made it across the hole? Because he didn't have a buggy built like a boat.
No, he didn't have big enough wheels to get down to 5 feet to the bottom.
There's Roger Williams. He's going to just sail, float, fly, drive across the Sippy Hole with no problem at all to win this 6-cylinder, 2-wheel drive heat race here in monster fashion. And look at this race for a second. It looks like the bridegroom is moving ahead into that position.
He sure is. Bidoff and Darrell Massey are still on the backstretch. As you just saw, there's a rather challenging deep water in that area as well. Oh, there goes our man.
Well, for a moment, it was a neck-and-neck battle for last place, but now, thanks to the good traction of his tractor tires, Jim Bidoff and Oh Boy is making that final turn, and it's a full straightaway, well, punctuated with a Sippy Hole just ahead. Let's see if he can get through here. Real problem, of course, is those tractor tires kick up so much spray that sometimes they'll drown out the motor.
Anything can happen when you still have to negotiate the Sippy Hole. Trying to keep his powder dry, Jim Bidoff will take second place, but only Roger Williams will advance.
Right, a sort of hollow victory for Bidoff because only the winner advances to the next heat as we head toward the big and little feature here at the Swamps.
And the last to struggle through the Sippy Hole is Darrell Massey. His Native finishes in the 3rd and, unfortunately, last position. Those didn't look like tractor tires to me one bit.
Now, come on, how would a guy from Southern California have any idea? Look at the crowd. These are tractor lovers, everyone. Frying up a little chicken on the back stretch.
Yeah, so they can enjoy it on their boat right after the Swamp Buggy Classic is over. We'll be back to Naples. Stay with us. You don't have to own a mega yacht for a tour of the Naples waterfront. For a couple of bucks, you can get a seat on the paddle wheeler Rosie O'Shea. And you, too, can drool at the mansions built by old, moldy Northeast money.
And that is a boat. These are little trucks. That's Daniel Nelson playing with them. And look at the tires on those. Those are truck tires. The swamp buggies have tractor tires.
Okay, Paige, I give up with the tractor tires. Yeah, beat a dead horse. Sure, they use agricultural components, but I'll tell you what, the important part of one of these buggies is the aerodynamics. Take a look at this wing. Now, that thing exerts considerable downforce at 70 or 80 miles an hour, the speed that these buggies attain around here. And I'll tell you what, aerodynamics work all through the bodywork on this buggy. Take, for example, this streamlined nose. Now, that really works. And I'll tell you why it works, because